awakening transported me back to the living room floor of my childhood home. Clutching the controller with childlike enthusiasm, it was hard to contain the euphoria I felt as I plunged into the 8-bit dungeon-like depths of Alwa, a land ravaged by an evil entity known as Vicar. The fate of the land was in my hands as I controlled Zoe, the purple-hooded heroine, in her quest to vanquish the evil Vicar and bring peace back to Alwa. The game begins with Zoe heading eastward into the heart of Alwa. The evil Vicar stole 4 ornaments, objects of power, from the people of Alwa. He dispersed them to 4 separate protectors, each being a significant foe. Zoe must acquire all 4 of these ornaments in order to confront Vicar. The trick, however, is that the player must overcome the puzzles and obstacles the world presents by exploring and seeking upgrades for Zoe's magic abilities. Zoe's primary attack is with a staff that players will acquire rather quickly. Through exploration, 3 separate magical abilities can be acquired. The abilities are to summon a block, create a bubble, and fire a lightning projectile. While the lightning projectile can be used as an attack as well as to unlock certain passages, the others are specifically for traversing the world and accessing new areas. Even after these abilities are acquired, a further upgrade for each of them is needed to continue exploration at a certain point. Alwa's Awakening is an open exploration-based game. At first, I was torn by the open layout, but after an hour into the game, I started to realize how organic my pioneering choices felt. At times, you may head in a direction only to turn around, realizing that it leads to a hard stop without further progression until you acquire some new ability. But take note, this title is not linear by any stretch. You will return to the same area multiple times. There will be moments when an object that is needed for your quest is visible but also out of reach. This typically means that you need to advance your abilities or continue exploring in order to obtain it. One thing I learned is that the game was partially designed for a trial and error style of play. Enemies' patterns can be learned after a handful of deaths. Other times, danger sprung at me quicker than I anticipated. Each step and misstep you take is a learning opportunity. Therein lies the magic of Alwa's Awakening, much in the same way as the NES dungeon crawlers of old. It's an experience that constantly asks you to remember what you've learned. Alwa's Awakening is exactly what I wanted. The stylish 8-bit design, the charming synthesized soundtrack, all come together to form one hell of a gaming experience.